Okay, we should be live, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. Should be. Yo, what's up, everybody? Rev Sauce 9. We're here with some guests. We have Icon as always. And we got a guest, Brady. Go ahead and say hello. SX Brady, say hello.
Hello.
Sup.
All right, we're going to talk some SummerSlam for you guys. I know you guys like talking SummerSlam, and I know a lot of you in my we're probably going to get some good people in here to talk wrestling here in the chat. So, we're going to kick off. Roman Reigns is back, officially back. Good for business. Now let's get to the Civil War by Survivor Series. Hopefully they do this right. Triple H did announce during the week Survivor Series is going to be in Vancouver this year during Thanksgiving weekend for us here in the States. And I am very excited about that. And WWE tonight, fantastic pay-per-view. I would actually tell you guys it had an ebb and flow tonight. They came in. It was a 4-hour pay-per-view. They went match. They didn't waste time. Minus that awful jelly roll beginning of the show. I mean, I didn't understand that. Jelly roll, too much selling.
Yeah.
But overall, great show. I'm not going to complain. I'll let these gentlemen speak their piece. But tonight we got a couple of new champions. We got some storylines progressing. WWE hasn't been progressing storylines recently. That's been kind of staying stagnant. And we are now officially on the road to bad blood at this point. And we got. I was thinking NXT had a pay-per-view because they always do NXT the next night. So NXT's doing American Bash Part 2. You got to. Some of the announcers said Joe Henry should show up when they did the post show. Some of them said Joe Henry should show up because of the music stuff they were doing tonight. And anyway, we'll start out with Brady first. Brady, the guest. What did you think of SummerSlam? What was your matches of the night? How did you feel?
Better one in the last few years. You definitely have a new world champion with Gunther, which I'm very happy to see. I'm also very happy to see CM Punk get his. I'll probably go ahead and give this an 8 overall. The matches were fantastic. Rhea Ripley was on fire like always. Triple H really is in his form. He knows what he's doing. So I got to give him that.
Oh, for sure. I'm with you. I'm with you on that for sure. Oh, for sure.
Yes.
I'm with you on the 8 on that. I'm about an 8.75. I think I'm there. There was a few things that I thought the pre-show they should have had some kickoff stuff. They really didn't. It was kind of like dead air. I mean, kind of what AEW does with RJ City with the dead air during the thing. I wish they would just give you match. They could have filled that with speed stuff. They could have filled that up with anything really. But Icon, how did you feel? How did you feel tonight?
I would probably give it like a 7.75 for a name that range. It was like really smooth more, but like a little bit of a promo of Awesome Truth and you know wasn't Austin Theory and Grayson Waller kind of threw me off a little bit. And I haven't watched the kickoff part. I know I saw the match with Liv and really Rhea Ripley kind of start off and kind of caught me off guard a little bit throughout that ending of the match though.
I agree with you. I can go either what Brady was saying or what you were saying. Honestly, this was one of the better pay-per-views WWE has done in a minute. I have
Yep.
no complaints here for me. Outside of a couple hokey pokey things, I don't really have much to complain about. I mean, we were having a blast anyway. We were talking about things they could have done, and most of what we were saying came true. Roman Reigns came out and did what he needed to do, and we called that. Nia Jax winning, it kind of backed in the corner. I wish they would have pulled the trigger with Tiffany Stratton anyway, but they didn't. And it's left me, that was the one thing that kind of got me to go, okay, Triple H, I think you have a bigger plan, maybe. Bailey
Yeah.
losing, I get why. You can have Nia Jax be turned on real quick by the princess. I think that's what they're going to do real quick at Bad Blood. But I hope she does not hold the title for very long. Nia Jax, I just hope she doesn't hold that Money in the Bank for that long. Nia Jax, I'm happy she's got the title. She deserves it. She came back. I think Triple H is about rewarding people. And I'm going to say this too. AEW, take notes. This is what you need to be doing right here. When you do your all-in show, you need to be doing this. You need to follow suit. Now, I will also say this too tonight. I thought they did a great move with the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day is now in turmoil. You lose 2 members. Maybe they disband the Judgment Day altogether, and they maybe turn Finn Balor Demon Finn Balor. They were kind of alluding to that tonight.
Yeah, but question here. What about JD McDonough? Since Finn Balor was tag team champions with him and all that stuff. That's where I'm kind of thinking here.
Well, if they break up the Judgment Day, which they're going to probably be doing, or does Finn Balor, Liv Morgan, and Latino Heat, as we call him, Dominic Mysterio, do you start the new Judgment Day with them, and then Mommy goes out on her own with Priest, and they do their own thing? That's going to be the $1 million question on Monday. Monday, I'm going to be left with questions because we're going to see what happens there. They left storylines there. Who are the call-ups going to be? Because we now know, SummerSlam, after SummerSlam, we get call-ups. So who are going to be the call-ups they're going to call up? This is going to be the fascinating part. Who are they going to sign and bring in? So we're going to see, flat out. SummerSlam was wild. Yeah, SummerSlam was wild tonight. Welcome in. SummerSlam was wild tonight. We enjoyed it. We have been giving it great scores over the top. We're not going to call it 10s out of 10s. I thought the women's stuff was okay. But the beginning, they started it out quick. Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. Perfect. That's how you start a pay-per-view. You started out hot, and then you keep riding that wave, and then you see what the crowd's going to do. Logan Paul, they did the right thing. LA Knight being your champion. Yeah, y'all, that's the way you need to do it. You can't keep having LA Knight lose. That was my whole thing tonight. You just can't keep him losing. Roman Reigns showing up in the building. Honestly, I said how that was going to go and the way they were going to play it. And even Icon was, I wish I was recording a watch along, to be honest with you, because Icon was calling the match as it was happening. He was like, he's going to go through the prime bottles next. Roman Reigns may show up at this point, and then from there, it just became predictable. Where you knew what was going to happen. Hopefully, Jacob Fatu is not hurt. I hope he's not hurt. Rhea Ripley may be hurt. So we'll see. We'll see as
that was an amazing moment, though.
What?
Her popping your shoulder back in.
Oh, dude, I was like,
that was crazy.
I told you she had more balls than me, man. She went over to the announcer's booth. She took her shoulder and she went crank, and then screamed out, and then went crank again. And I went, oh my. Which let's see. Let's read comments here. Charlie sees all. Yes, SummerSlam was very wild. Really good. I loved it. It was great. We're all saying the same thing. Triple H did a great job tonight. He booked very, very well. It had an ebb and flow. Let me read your dream. Let me read yours. I enjoy LA Knight beating Logan Paul to win the first ever championship in his WWE career. Yeah, I'm with you. So happy for that guy.
Agree.
Yeah. Me and Brady were huge Eli Drake fans. Dummy, yeah. We were all for it back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
We are now. I mean,
Absolutely.
he's toned it down a bit from his TNA days, Impact days, but I'm happy about it. You know, good for him. He deserves it. The way I thought he should have done more with the Prime vehicle though, but I'm assuming that they didn't want to beat it up too much because Logan Paul probably paid it all out himself. Expensive cars like that are expensive, and I don't think WWE wants to any more than just a broken window as a tab. Let's see this.
Yeah.
Insane. I never seen anything like that. So popping in shoulders, I've seen that only in high school football. You'll see that a lot in high school football or in a car accident. I was in a really bad car accident, and my second bad car accident of my life, and my friend had a broken shoulder, and he popped it back into place. Is it the right thing to do? No. No, you should go to a hospital and let a doctor look at it, or if it needs surgery. But when you have no money, we were talking about this too. I should have done a watch along. We didn't because I was hot and my computer was having some issues, and Brady had, messaged me, Retro Collective, I should say, messaged me. I'm so used to calling him his old username, SX Brady. So pardon me on that one. I'm so used to all the years of knowing Brady. I'm so used to calling him that. It's going to take me a minute to call him Retro. So,
You're good, man. You're good.
Unpopular opinion. I like Nia Jax. Well, Brady's the big Nia Jax fan. I mean,
Man, I'm married, so I can't speak on Nia Jax.
Well, you were kind of happy for her, though.
Yeah, a little bit. Could have deserved it.
Jacob Fatu carried the to the back. Hopefully it's not bad. I'm hoping it's not. We all said that, but I mean, when he hit his knee on the edge of that, I knew it was game over. I went tink, and I figured.
Yeah.
And also, when Mommy got hurt, that wasn't kayfabe. I don't know why people on Instagram or on these social medias that are idiots are all like, "Oh, this is kayfabe. She's just doing this to work the crowd." And I'm like, "No, dude, have you not seen? I used to play football, okay? It happens all the time. And in baseball, it happens all the time. Separated shoulders happen all the time in physical contact sports. All the time, or in car accidents. And when you see it, her shoulder was synced in. When you saw her shoulder synced in, you knew something was bad. Like, just hella fucking bad. So, hopefully Mommy doesn't have to be out on the shelf for a while, and that's a simple, maybe she needs to go get surgery, maybe they need to repair it, because Randy Orton went down with shoulder injuries a lot. So hopefully she can get the care that she needs and comes back stronger than ever. Because, we need Mommy on television. Let's be real with that one. Let's see here.
I have to agree with that one completely. And I thought Rhea could win that, though, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I saw the Swerve brouhaha when he took the chair, and he was like, "No, you got to abide by the rules." I knew right then and there Dominic was going to do something to screw it up. And Dominic needs to do more in WWE, honestly, than this whole screwing over people thing. I think Dominic needs to do more, in my personal opinion, fight more matches. I think he should be on Speed personally, fighting for that Speed championship. That's just me personally. If you're going to build him up like an Eddie Guerrero.
I'm going to be real with you. I don't agree.
Okay. All right.
I don't agree. Dominic Mysterio, in my opinion, has worked his ass off at this character. And Dominic Mysterio has a lot of leg room with this character. He can go the distance with this. He's a modern day Eddie Guerrero.
That's what I was saying.
And putting him on the Speed title, that would waste it. That would be irrelevant.
Okay, Brady's cutting out for a second. You were cutting out. Replay everything you were just saying.
Yep.
I am so sorry about that. But no, Dominic Mysterio, in my opinion, should be going after the big Intercontinental Championship. He should be going up there for the world title in about 2 or 3 years. Putting him with the Speed belt would just totally dash all that momentum for him. He has something right now.
Okay, the reason I said the Speed title is because the Speed title, they have a big deal on X for that, and he's very popular wrestler. And if you want people to go over to watch that show, you would want to have one of your big talents. That's where I was coming from. You would want one of your bigger talents to hold that belt because the only two people that are holding the belts at the moment was Ricochet. He's not with the company anymore, and El Idolo.
Yeah.
I was just saying, Triple H is making that title into a big title. You might as have somebody that's got some star power that can get booed and carry your belt out on Raw. That would be, I would say Dominic would be perfect for that. But I can also see what you're saying, Dominic Intercontinental. But again, I don't want to see him going against the person that's the Intercontinental Champion right now and get squashed. That's the only problem I have. Because we all know Braun Breaker, speaking of it, Braun Breaker did everything I said that he was going to do tonight. He killed Sami fucking Zayn. And you know what? I cheered. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm an asshole. I cheered. No more Rocky. Thank you. Thank God. No more dun to the dun to the dun to the dun. No more. Good. We're good.
Can I add a little something to that one?
Sure.
I have to agree with you there highly because it just kind of stretching Sami Zayn a bit, and I felt like it's kind of felt like it was washed down a bit, in my opinion.
Well, as we said about, we have an old saying, Sami Zayn, just like we said about Vince McMahon. I was done with the window licking from Sami Zayn. Okay, I'm just saying. Not sorry for saying that on this show. Sami Zayn was getting to the point of window licking levels, and I'm sorry, but the window licking levels were just terrible for me. The endless amount of copium that I could take hearing a Sami Zayn promo was getting to me on a Monday Night Raw. If I had to hear him one more time say, "I fight for you guys." What am I listening to? A Morgan and Morgan commercial? I fight for you. Larry H. Parker, I fight for you. I don't need you to say you fight for me.
To me, I felt like he's playing that wasn't the general, with the phone number 877 get good with for like a video game kind of deal.
Dude, it just was. Go ahead, Brady. Sorry.
It's like the general.
Yes.
Like the general. Yep. Yeah.
I'm just over Sami Zayn. I was telling it. I don't know, Brady, how you felt, but the last few weeks we've been saying this. Like, we were over. I was personally over Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, go away. Just done. You go off and just take a break for a while. Get off my TV for a minute. I feel the same way. If we're gonna go AEW, I feel the same way about Chris Jericho. Straight up. Feel the same way. You can't change me. Hi guys, the learning tree. Fuck off my TV. If I have to see, I just want to throw my remote at my TV every time I see Chris Jericho now. And I used to never be that way about Chris Jericho. I love Chris Jericho, but this Chris Jericho, hi guys. It's like Sami Zayn coming out going, I fight for you guys. We fight together. Bro, I'm not marching with you. You're leading a march. I'm not feeling it, dude. You need to lose. And here's Braun Breaker. I love me some Scott. I hope we get a Scott Steiner sighting when he does, when they, because they know they're going to do a big celebration for him. And I want Scott Steiner, just for the hell of it, and they could WWE-alize it if they like. The 2%, Brady knows where I'm going with this one. I want him to rechange it and rework it and do the 2%, the math. I want him to do the math on fucking 33%
math.
Yes, I want him to come out when they're celebrating. Yeah, I want him to do the math, and I want him to make fun of Sami Zayn.
And the 33% math. Yes, exactly.
That's what I want.
You got 33% chance of winning against Braun Breaker. That breaks down to 20%, and your ass getting kicked. Yeah.
I do want to see Scott Steiner be his manager in a little bit of a way. Like, have him come out every once in a while and just start quoting these insane promos, and then have Braun Breaker just murder you, and just be like Scott Steiner standing over and going,
"This is my nephew."
Yes,
this is my fucking nephew.
Yes.
Do you know my fucking family? No, man. Scott Steiner can come out, dude. Be like, do you know who the fuck my family is?
Yes.
Apparently nobody fucking told you who we were. This is my fucking nephew.
You
This
can.
man right here, Braun Breaker. No, fuck that. Braun Steiner. And this man's gonna destroy the WWE.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I was
Yes.
thinking that as he was winning. I'm like, Scott Steiner. They pinned to Scott Steiner up in the rafters, right? And I'm like sitting here going, just make Scott Steiner your manager. Have him come out every once in a while and just have him cut a really odd promo and then just tap the title belt on his chest and be like, you don't fuck with our family, you're going to die.
Yeah. No, man, you don't fuck with my family, bro.
Yeah.
You know, man, you don't fuck with my family. Who do you think you are, pal? No, man, have Scott Steiner come out and do that shit, and then have fucking Braun Breaker in 3 years win the fucking Universal Championship off Gunther. Off Gunther. Not at WrestleMania, but at some other like bigger pay-per-view.
So you have okay, so
It's
you mean the
fucking
world,
have
you
him
mean the
run.
world heavyweight title.
Sure, yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
But just take it off of him at like a smaller pay-per-view and just have him become a workhorse world champion.
I can
And
already
fucking make
picture
a new Monster Hill.
Okay, so I already picture the first night, and I know this, and I know you guys are gonna hate me for this one, and I know the hate word is big.
Oh, shit.
Go to NXT and bring John Keith Evans, the short dude, right? The one that was in the championship. You know, the guy. Icon knows who I'm talking about. So you bring him in, right? And you have him job out to. Hear me out on this one. Have him job out. What he does, he's like, he talks like he was going against Trick Williams, and then Braun Breaker just spears the shit out of him. 1, 2, 3. And then his Scott Steiner turns around and goes, yeah, you don't fuck with my family. Dad, you don't fuck with my family.
No, you don't fuck with my family.
Yeah.
Who do you think you are?
Yeah.
No, you can have a T-shirt. You can have a T-shirt with Braun Breaker as the big
Don't
dog.
mess with my
Who
family.
do
They
you
have to
think you are?
WWE's yeah. Who the F you are,
Wow.
or they could do, don't mess with my family. Who do you think you are? Don't mess with my family.
Yeah, exactly. 33% chance of you surviving.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then they can have a dog. They can have a dog in the middle because they call him the dog. And they can have that. And then you can have, because Pat McAfee is going to be written off TV soon, what you could do, what you could honestly do if you want to, you can have, oh man, Scott Steiner's coming out. Oh boy, be aware, be on your heels because you're going to get the trains rolling in and the dogs showing up. You're going to get freaking destroyed. Oh yeah, they could set this up big time. Triple H should do this. And seriously, and have Braun hold that belt just as long as Gunther. Oh yeah. It's going to be wild to see what Gunther's going to do. I mean, sorry, what Braun Breaker's going to do altogether. I'm excited for it. And Braun Breaker, you know what? He reminds me of Rhino. Remember, Rhino did not give a shit, and he just gored whoever he felt to be gored. If you looked at him indifferent, he gored the shit out of you. Didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dream Ultra Crazy says, Arn Anderson was a surprise. Yeah, just don't have him cut any gun promos on WWE television. He'll get canceled. I'm just playing. just don't have him be Cody's coach and talk about guns, okay? That man is I love Arn Anderson, but man, that guy's crazy. Just as much as fucking Scott Steiner. The math and the gun promo will be the two biggest ones that I remember. I remember in AEW when he cut the gun promo. And he said, what did I do? I defended myself and I shot the guy. And I was like, damn, Arn. Damn, bro. No fucks given with you. You say what you want to say. And he did it tonight. He gave you what he did in AEW right then and there. I loved it. Arn Anderson's a legend. That's what you need that's what you need in WWE right now. Another guy, if they want to bring into WWE, and I said if Arn wanted to coach him up and they really want to do something with somebody, Ricky Starks. That's a guy that I'm saying that could be in WWE. That the door is open for that. Just because he's Cody
Starks.
Yeah, Ricky Starks is good shit. I just don't think he's utilized. I just don't think he's utilized in AEW like that. I just don't think Tony Khan knows what to do with him. Yeah, Ricky Starks has got that charisma. I think he could be easily an NXT champion real quickly. I believe that. Ethan Page is. I love Ethan Page. I love him to pieces. I thought they threw the belt on him way too fast. I thought they didn't let Trick Williams breathe at all. They went right to Ethan Page, but I understood it because they paid him a shit ton of money. So I understand. They got to put the if you're paying somebody bag full of money, you better be putting the belt on them. You know what I mean? And plus, Shawn Michaels really wanted him really badly. So,
Yeah.
hey, what's up, Herman the Great? How you doing, homie? We doing well tonight. But we were talking about Steiner, Arn Anderson tonight. It was nice to see Arn Anderson. It was nice to see the things.
Yeah, you're right there. Like, you're completely right.
About
Like, bringing in Arn Anderson there, like, and, including zero fucks given included. But, like, the main event kind of surprised a little bit. But I was, like, hoping, like, The Rock gonna be there a little bit, though.
so let me read Herman the Great. So my prediction about Dom betraying Rio came true. Yeah. I think we all stated that there was going to be two sides to that. Either Rio was going to win clean and Liv Morgan was just going to lose and look bad, or they were going to have Latino Heat do what Latino Heat does. And they went the old school Eddie Guerrero direction like that. So I like it. Me and Brady both don't see eye to eye or we agree to disagree on the whole idea. I think if you want to make Dom do something and hold a belt, I say the Speed Championship. Brady wants the bigger championship, so I could see it either way. Either way, it's fine by me. I just want Dom to go up the ladder. Now you're making Dom look more like a bad guy. Now you have to have him go up the ladder. Do not have this guy go back to NXT and win that North American belt again. That would just
No,
ruin him.
no, that would totally ruin it. Like, that would take away legitimacy.
Yeah.
Or have Liv Morgan and him in NXT. She's holding the belt, and then he wins the NXT belt off of Ethan Page. That would be so dumb to me. But but Triple H. I mean, I'm sorry to say this, but WWE is known for that. Triple H is known to do stupid shit like that, though. That was the one thing we talked about tonight. I want to say this to you guys. Booking on both companies have not been really that great. If you want to go there, the build-ups for things like the build-up of the go-home show for SmackDown leading up to this wasn't that great. And Solo Sikoa cannot wrestle. Can I tell you guys, it was painful to watch. Solo Sikoa, did you see Solo Sikoa almost not hold Cody up properly and then have Cody fall on him? I went, this man needs to go back to NXT and train. He ain't good. It's starting to become, when I watch Solo Sikoa, I just want to say this in a good way. I want to say this in a good way. I want to find positivity for Solo Sikoa, but I can't. It's like watching, and I love Eddie Kingston. I love Eddie Kingston, but it's like watching an Eddie Kingston match. But seriously, it just is. It's slow, it's boring, and you watch the botches. But you want to love the guy, but at the end of the day, it comes off bland. I don't know. How did you guys feel about that main event? I know I liked Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns kind of saved it for me. If it wasn't for Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu, that match would have just gone. I would have just said, that shit was over. Give that to Cody Rhodes.
I have to agree with you, and you're right about like the botches off of what is it, Solo and stuff, and I just feel like no one like kind of helped out and all that. So against fought too and stuff, but like and he like kind of appeared, and so yeah, it just kind of is slow, and it's just more like Solo need more practice on having newer like moves and stuff. Like I know he kind of introduced like the spear, which is new to him. The what is it? The five. It's something like frog splash and stuff, which is new to him, and I want to see him get to like NXT a little bit and like learn a little bit newer like wasn't newer moves a little bit at it and like end for him and stuff.
I think most of us agree there with that one. Brady, how do you feel about that main event? Solo Sikoa, what do you think? Solo Sikoa, do you think he's just as terrible?
I think Solo Sikoa did not deserve a world title match at
I
all.
agree.
Solo Sikoa, uh, Solo Sikoa, he is too green. He's not Roman Reigns. You cannot build him up to be Roman Reigns. It's not possible.
You're
So it
right.
just doesn't make any sense.
Well, okay, so Solo Sikoa has been pushed up. Herman the Great says, I'm doing great. Hell yeah, buddy. Glad you're doing great. Hope the weather's great where you're at. Not too hot. Hopefully it's staying, but it's all hot everywhere. But Solo Sikoa, they pulled him out of NXT way too soon. I said, dude, you gave him the North American title, have him roll with it a little bit. Then you have Shawn Michaels because the bloodline was getting hot. So they wanted an enforcer, so they brought him in. And I said right then and there, I think I said the right to Icon when the bloodline was getting good. I said to him when we reviewed, I was like, Solo Sikoa ain't it for me. You could have brought anybody else in that's, Samoan or any type of, Hawaiian descent. You could have brought it in to fill in for him right now. Then you kick that person out, kind of like you would do with Sami Zayn, like they did eventually. And you could have done it. You could have done a million other things. And Solo could have been in NXT holding belts and training. It just shows that they rushed his product to the forefront, and it's not looking good at all. It's looking absolutely terrible, to be honest with you. And it comes off when he cuts promos. It's getting worse. It's not getting better. You're supposed to progress in WWE. It's getting worse. When 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 John Cena motherfucking puts you over, okay, he put Austin Theory over, and he hasn't panned out, and he was a Vince McMahon guy. Okay, Austin Theory was a Vince McMahon project, and he hasn't gotten over. And who's the other guy with him? A Town Down Under or whatever his name is, Grayson Waller. He hasn't
Yeah.
gotten over. Why do you have these guys on television wasting time? You're wasting my time. Tonight with R-Truth, I love R-Truth, and let me tell you this. And I know people are gonna hate me for this comment, and I know people are gonna despise me for what I'm about to say. And you could disagree with me. The people on the show tonight could disagree with me. I am really getting tired of R-Truth being stupid. I want to see R-Truth before he got hurt and actually win some titles before this man calls it a career. I don't like him being stupid. He is better than that. And I've seen him better
Um,
than that.
I can get that a little bit, but I know he needs to like stop kind of pushing a little bit of like comedy out too, which is kind of a little bit of an issue too for his wrestling career and stuff.
Yes. And before he got hurt with his knee injury or leg injury, he was about to win the North American Championship and he got hurt. And I sat back going, that championship, man, and then Triple H brought him back to be stupid. This stupid gimmick that he's doing. It's like, yo, like that's not like, no, absolutely no. That shit's for the birds, man. And then like you give them the championship just to have them lose to the Judgment Day again. You just had them win it to lose it. I'd rather seen DIY beat them when they were originally on SmackDown. Or sorry, on Raw. And have them win. You just had DIY lose for no reason. And the new bloodline looked totally stupid tonight. No offense. Just looked really stupid. And those are your tag team
Um,
champions.
yeah, I'm having a little bit of a issue with the plotline. They put Jake up in there a little bit, and I know he's like really like great. The feel it's like I feel like Umaga like but more like you know have a little bit more agility and speed into his kit, which is like he can fly like what is it, Bronson Reed in a good way. So yeah, I was hoping him getting like the either the mid card champ or the WWE title like within like a year at least. So
Okay, so Jacob Fatu was a really good MLW wrestler. We haven't seen
you're right.
half of the moves that he's done yet. And WWE's holding him back and making him into something else. And this is the one thing about Triple H I do not like. You bring this guy in, you put him in as you pull the trigger because you signed him. You don't want to do like you did with AEW Monet. You don't want to just leave him signed and do these stupid promos. Why don't you just debut him in NXT for a minute? Had him show his skills. Then, you have him win the North American champion off of Emi Fale or whatever his name is. And you have him literally bring it into the bloodline and you make him feel important. The thing about what I miss, and I don't know about you guys, Brady especially, Evolution. What was cool about Evolution back in the day? They all had titles. They all had titles, and they all looked prestigious. These factions don't no offense, but the new bloodline looks weak. I'm expecting if you have a faction and you're supposed to be this big brute group, you're supposed to have titles, all of you,
Yeah.
and controlling the show. Like, hey, things run through me. That's what I liked about Triple H. That's what I liked about Evolution. You don't get that with the bloodline. Now, I'm hoping we're going to predict. I'm predicting for the future here. I'm hoping we have a match with Solo Sikoa versus Roman Reigns at Bad Blood. Then we lead into Jimmy and Jay, Jimmy coming back, and then Jay joining it. Main event Jey Uso. And we kick off the comeback story of the old bloodline and Roman Reigns ruling SmackDown. I'm hoping. Because they have an opportunity to rebook Roman Reigns to look like the biggest babyface in the world and have him win his championship back against Cody down the road. If they book it right. But I think what they're going to do is they're going to lead this bloodline stuff all the way up to WrestleMania. This is my opinion. And they're going to have student versus teacher, where Cody Rhodes will go against Randy Orton, and Randy Orton will officially beat him at Survivor Series. That's what I think they're going to do. That's just my personal opinion. And then you can have Randy Orton go into WrestleMania and have John Cena beat him for a title. And then that's where you would get. And I know that sounds shitty too, because then you do the same thing you did with Sting, where they won the tag team belts at AEW. And then the next night on Raw, you have John Cena vindicate the championship. You know what I mean? But then you can have, a new title being presented if you wanted to in certain ways, if WWE wanted to go that way, which I wouldn't be necessarily mad about. You can retire one belt and give him the other. Bring back the Wind Eagle. I'm just playing. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think for the future of WWE? What do you guys think? What do you think of the Bloodline tonight? Oh, and by the way, Jelly Roll, they had a segment with Jelly Roll. Can I just say something? That was so stupid. Jelly Roll with a fucking thing, and they did a big, massive choke slam. That shit was stupid. That whole R-Truth and that was so stupid. It was the worst. And I'm not going to say the worst, but it was up there. You could have done a million other things. And then the Jelly Roll looks stupid. Did you see him look like a geek holding the thing? He didn't even know how to hold the steel chair. Like, dude, you don't hold it in the middle. You hold it at the bottom and you swing. My dude. He didn't look right. And I like Jelly Roll. I like his music. I just didn't care for him doing it. You're in rock and roll country, okay? Not country. It's not Nashville. Rock and roll. You should have had anybody else. You could have had Slipknot, for all I care. You could have had Limp Bizkit. All I care. But Jelly Roll, to me, it didn't fit right. You're in Rock and Roll Hall of Fame area. Like, it just made no sense. But that's pretty much my opinion for tonight. I mean, we got Raw coming up tomorrow on Monday. We have American Bash. We have NXT next week, American Bash. We have TNA. Then we got Bad Blood coming up, and then we have All In coming up soon. So I'm excited. Pay-per-views are coming around. Things are happening. Guys, what are you final thoughts on Roman Reigns? Oh, by the way, Punk did lose. We did talk about that. Punk did lose. Friendship bracelet thingy went over to Drew McIntyre, and it looks like they're setting up for a Seth Rollins Punk feud coming soon. Bad Blood looks like setting up. So, final thoughts, ladies, gentlemen. Final thoughts from us. Any
Man,
thoughts?
SummerSlam is gonna be. SummerSlam was a wonderful. Um, it was a wonderful pay per view. It was a good lead up. I really enjoyed myself. I wasn't disappointed.
Icon?
I do enjoy SummerSlam this year more, and I was like hoping a little bit like you know, I know you said like Slipknot or Limp Bizkit there. I was thinking like maybe Corn a little bit,
Yeah.
honestly.
Anything but Jelly Roll. Anything but Jelly Roll. I mean, you know what I mean. They're in Ohio, right? The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You could have had anybody. You could have had you could have had Brian May come out from Queen. You could have had anybody. WWE has money in the bank to bring these people in. Jelly Roll, really? You could have had Journey come out, for all I care. And
Well, I mean, Jelly Roll is pretty hot right now.
yes, for
I mean,
country though. Country though.
yeah,
I'm not being disrespectful to Jelly Roll. I'm just saying country's not rock and roll to me. It's not Rock and Roll Hall of Fame levels to me. Like if you're
no,
wanting
you're
to,
right.
if you want to fire up a show, you could bring out Amy Lee from Evanescence, or you can bring out Metallica for all I care, and have them do Monster or whatever. They could do their hit songs. Enter the Sandman. They could do anything, and have them in the middle of the ring doing some fun stuff, during the halftime show, whatever.
Yeah.
Anything but Jelly Roll. I just kind of rolled my eyes with that. You could add Eminem. I thought they should have got a bigger star. Eminem. Bring him out and have him do some shit. Anybody else. I like Jelly Roll. Don't get me wrong. Jelly Roll is up there, and I agree there. Jelly Roll's cool. But I think if you're doing those kind of big Super Bowl halftime show things, you want to get a bigger star than that. Personally. Just me. My personal opinion. If you're going to have a kick-ass show and you're going to light up everything, you might as make everybody like, if you're trying to hype a show up before it gets started, you want a rock and roll band. Like a Hailstorm or, can I say this in a good way? Hailstorm, Godsmack if you want to go there. Korn. Bring out Korn. They're celebrating 40 years. Or they're celebrating 35. Bring them out. Hello, let's go. Hey, what's up, bud? What's up, breakfast? How you doing tonight? Anyway, we're going to get out of here. I'm going to be game streaming over on Twitch side, so follow me over on Twitch, RevSauce9. We're going to be over there tonight. Playing a bunch of games. We're going to hang out. We're going to chill. We're going to play some Overwatch. We do a million things. Maybe play some college football. Hang out, shoot the shit, play some games for the rest of the night. And just have a ball and out time. So, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah, hopefully Rhea Ripley bounces back from her injuries, and so does Jacob Fatu. Make sure to be following me on everything on social media wise. I'm on everything. And all my streaming stuff should be down below. Anything we see in the news tomorrow, if I see anything tomorrow, I'll make sure to do a follow-up, video review, whatever, for you guys out there. There's more AEW stuff, like AEW is planning on running the Spear. I did see that across social media that they're planning on running the Spear in Las Vegas. I know UFC is doing that next month, so we're going to see how that goes. I'm kind of excited. The Spear is finally being used for other things than just U2 and concerts. So we'll see. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow if there's anything out there. If not, I'll see you Monday with Icon for possibly for a Monday Night Raw review. And yeah, like I said, I'll see you guys. Thank you everybody. Thank you all the guests here. Appreciate you guys and the co-host. And I'll see you guys soon. Peace.